Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, May 19th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am a priceless work of art. And today we have a very busy astro day, and it's like, oh, it's really busy, like the universe is preparing for Gemini, because if you have strong Gemini in your chart, you can relate to this. There'll be times where you'll be like, do 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 do, and that's kind of the astro energy today. A little bit of here and here and here and here, a little bit of everything to fill up the day. But what I want to strongly focus on is Venus's transit into Cancer. So Venus will move into Cancer roughly around 6 a.m. Pacific time. And this transit, the transit of Venus in Cancer, not too long, just a few weeks, but it does have some significant lessons for us. It brought me back into the teachings from the past life course that I did. Such a great course. One of the things that I look for in a chart when it comes to past life or ancestral work is fourth house or Cancer energy. Cancer energy is what connects us to our family. And it's not just your immediate family, it is your whole ancestral line. And that's kind of what's coming through with this transit as we are going through so many changes and shifts. And as we are working through our consciousness, we have to be conscious and aware of how much we do carry from family of origin, from our ancestral line. One of the things that struck me as I sat here for so long just feeling through these messages because it kept coming back to family, and I was like, is this love of family or what is it? But it's really, to me, about the connection of family. And Venus, your worth stuff. We have so much going on with worth. With Uranus and Taurus, we are going to be working the worth card for the next several years. We're going to have to shift and unearth and completely change where we've been when it comes to our worth in order to bring forth our talents. That's Venus's specialty. Venus ultimately wants harmony, love, peace, all the best things in life. But that comes along with worth, with your belief that you deserve those things. You deserve the good in your life. And it comes along with you also being able to bring forth your talents, bringing forth your piece of the rainbow, your piece of art to the world. So where am I going with this? The ancestral line. As I was sitting here, what was coming through is, our ancestral line. I mean, I know this from my mom. So many things that my mom has said, I can hear in my head. And it's not necessarily even something that I will believe, but because I heard her say it so many times, I'll believe it. I'll hear it. I'll hear it over and over. Even beyond that, so much of my mom's stuff I have experienced that I have carried it in my body without even consciously knowing it. I've come to consciously know it later, but these are things that I did not know. We have to realize how much of this ancestral stuff we are carrying. My feeling is that as we are thinking, as we are talking, as we write, as we experience, we are coding, we are feeding our DNA, we are coding and feeding our cells. And this has been happening for centuries, for millennia. So what is this coding? What is the spelling that's been going on you, in you, over the lifetime from your ancestors? A lot of times I will find, and I found this in me, that there will be worth stuff that even if you're like, I love myself, and you truly believe that you love yourself, there's still these little pockets where you can't quite figure out what's really going on. And I think those pockets go deep. And these are the places where we need to go deep. Now, the beautiful thing about Cancer is Cancer brings forth the feelings. So with Venus in Cancer, hopefully we'll be able to feel through these pockets and begin to shift and heal them. But this all happens through awareness. So here's your wake-up call. Here's your awareness that there's a lot more going on with your worth than just with yourself. And that's not meant to be daunting. It's just meant to bring awareness so that you can dig into those things even if you don't feel like they make sense, and allow yourself to feel through in order to change this coding, in order to shift what your DNA has been feeding off of. Let's bring it light. Let's bring it color. Let's bring it your highest worth. your highest divine worth that you truly are. So we have this opportunity. I think this is an opportunity too to bring love to these ancestral energies. I do have, very interesting, I have the Queen of Fire and the King of Pentacles, and this is like divine creativity that has come through the yin line, male or female, but through the yin line. And here, abundance, that's a lovely thing. Being able to survive on this planet, coming through this young line energy, bringing us those survival skills. Here we have them, this connection. Can you honor? Can you find love? Can you find peace, harmony, balance in this connection that is in you? So often, families can be a challenge. I am speaking from complete direct experience right now, and yet we are still directly connected to them. Still, we do share so much with them. And so we have to find peace in and through the connection. And we have to see the gifts that are there for us as we move through all of the change. Here we have the change card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the intensity energy. It's going to be up to you to do the work on this. But if you do the work, I do feel like, even though Venus is like, peace, harmony, balance, I do feel this serious work could be seriously shifting for you because the worth stuff's up. And here you have it. The other thing that's going to come with Venus in Cancer, definitely feathering the nest, making your home your temple, making your home the place where you feel worthy of being. It's definitely a lot of home stuff up for people right now. Home stuff is up for me. But, make whatever place is home right now, make it feel good so that can be your sanctuary, so you can feel safe to go through and process whatever's coming up through this time. All right, let's talk about some of this other stuff going on. Oh my God. Okay, so the moon. The moon is making several connections. The moon begins in the sign of Cancer. So moon in Cancer, bringing forth those emotions. Moon in Cancer is going to oppose Pluto. Pluto may show you where some of those shadows have been. Pluto may show you some of those places where you aren't completely comfortable to go, but maybe this is time to go there. Feed into those pockets. What are those pockets that are kind of holding you back? This is the time. Let's see. The sun and the moon are going to connect. So sun finishing up. It's finishing up in Taurus. It was gone for most of Taurus. But sun finishing up at Taurus. It's at 28 degrees. That is that worth degree. So worth super duper is up. And that Cancer energy is helping us sort through. It's helping us get into these deep ancestral energies that we are carrying. The moon is then going to shift into Leo, bringing forth the inner child, bringing forth your light, bringing forth your creativity. Hopefully that moon in Leo over the next couple days will feel a little bit like fun and relief and sunshine. Sunshine would be good right now. The moon is shifting at 4 p.m. So just a reminder, as any planet shifts, sometimes we can feel a little bit wonky. Take it easy on yourself. Drink extra water, whatever you need to help any transition. The moon in Leo is going to square Uranus. Your inner child may be like, I do not want to do any of the things. I do not want to do the work. I need ice cream. If that is the case, give your inner child ice cream. Do what you need to do just to help you feel the sunshine right now. We need to feel the sunshine. We need to shift these energetics on the planet. There's a lot of heaviness right now. The moon in Leo is going to oppose Mars in Aquarius. That's at 1 degree. Mars in Aquarius, helping us get the yang vibration in alignment with the vibration, the energy of our goals, where we want to move forward. Again, feeding into your inner child, feeding into that fun, passionate, playful side of yourself, that's going to go a long way in helping to push forward that energy. With oppositions, it can either be a tug of war or it's like we work together. If you're working with your inner child, you are going to be working with that energy that's going to help you align with the vibration of where you want to be. We then have Mars also connecting to Chiron. Oh, this is so fun. I haven't even talked about Chiron in Aries on camera yet. Oh, Chiron in Aries. Oh, that's my 5th house, by the way. Sagittarius 5th house. So that's a lot of inner child stuff for me right there. Chiron and Aries, I will get into in another day, but with Mars aligning with it, Chiron and Aries is helping us go through and shift identity stuff. so that we can be healed in our identity. And again, this is going to be very important in feeding our alignment. Are you still taking action based on what somebody else wants for your life, or are you taking action on what's true for yourself? Where is your identity at in this? Is your identity tied up in what other people think about you, or is your identity true to yourself? So you may feel a little bit of going on there, but it's a sextile, so hopefully you're going to be like, this is who I am, and this is the direction I'm moving in. One last connection through the day is Venus. Told you it's a lot. Getting ready for Gemini. Venus will also connect to Uranus energy. I think that all feeds into what I was talking about, feeding our DNA, feeding ourselves, feeding our vibration with these thoughts. What are you feeding yourself? It's so simple, but it's so important, and it's so easy to get into those spirals. So you can spiral this way, or you can spiral this way. I recommend the other way. But get into those pockets where you're still carrying this ancestral stuff. I do feel a lot of shift through this transit. All right. So to finish up, riding the cosmic wave. You can be carried further by cosmic wave than by your own efforts. Where you are going cannot be attained by effort. The effort, the discipline, prepares us for the leap. But after the leap, we are no longer sustained by our efforts, but by forces greater than us, the forces of love itself. You are stepping towards the edge, preparing to leap, and let the cosmic wave of love carry you forward. You shall be moved through grace into the new world awaiting you. This oracle brings a message. There is a time to work hard, and time to allow the fruits of one's labors to manifest, when one must be carried by forces set in motion, by the energy of life itself. You can let go and move further, reach farther with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead just ride the wave. Give in, let go, be moved. The little poem is, your spirit flies like the wind, warms like the sun, and watches like the sky. How wise the earth, waiting for the moment to be touched by the inspiration, to be touched by that passion. Meanwhile, your work, digging into the pockets and rising yourself up. So that is it for today. You can book a reading right now by emailing me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I will put that below the video. My website is being kind of wonky. I have a whole bunch of things coming up, and I will dig more into that soon. But for now, there is enough love in the world for you, and the better it gets, the better it gets. Namaste.